I tend to consider the golden age of black filmmaking between the years of the late 1980s until the early 2000s. Within this era, we saw the rise of prominent black filmmakers such as Spike Lee, Mario Van Peebles, and John Singleton. Also within this era, we saw the height of the subgenre called hood films, which usually took place in the hood. Hood films came out right around the same time gangster rap came out. Therefore, the focus on this genre of films was usually about street gang culture, racial politics, broken families, and black or Hispanic youth growing up in a hazardous environment. Classic hood films include Mario Van Peebles' New Jack City, starring Ice-T and Wesley Snipes as Nino Brown, Juice, starring Tupac Shakur and a young Omar Epps, John Singleton's infamous film Boyz in the Hood, Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing, and the Hughes Brothers, and my personal favorite, Menace to Society. There are many more films in this genre, and I will dedicate another video for them. However, one of the common themes I wanted to hone in on that one sees in these films is a theme that is not prevalent in modern black filmmaking today. That theme happens to be the importance of righteous parenting and fatherhood. And I believe the movie from this era that best displays this theme is the classic film John Singleton's, and probably the most known hood films of the golden age of black filmmaking is Boyz in the Hood. This movie was a coming-of-age story about a young man named Trey Styles who moves with his father after getting into another altercation at school. His mother sends Trey to his father, Furious, played by Lawrence Fishburne, in hopes that Trey can learn how to be a respectable man and learn valuable life lessons. As Trey moves with his father, he is reunited with his friends Ricky and his brother Doughboy and their mutual friend Chris. In the scene where Furious makes Trey rakes the leaves, we are revealed that Chris and Doughboy were possibly doing criminal activities when Furious offered money to help rake the leaves. Then the next day, Trey, Ricky, Doughboy, and Chris adjourn to a place where there was a dead body. Later that day, after the kids go their separate ways for a while, Trey witnesses Doughboy and Chris being arrested for shoplifting as the whole neighborhood looks from their porches. Years later, Trey is in his last year of high school and goes to a barbecue thrown for Doughboy, who is getting out of jail. We also see an older Ricky who now has a child and the baby mother that lives with them and his mother. Throughout the whole film, we see Trey trying to survive his senior year of high school side by side with growing into becoming a man and the influence of the hood culture that surrounds him, such as having sex, gang violence, and other things. Doughboy is just trying to survive in the hood since he is now giving his life wholly to the streets. And Ricky, who is a star football player with a child out of wedlock and not academically gifted, just wants to play football for a good college in hopes of going professional. The common theme is the effect and importance of having a father in the home in the hood. So what I would do is observe the three different households that we see in the movie. Trey, when he was with his mother, Trey, when he was with his father, and Ricky and Doughboy's household. So the movie begins with Trey living with his mother. While living with his mother, Trey is on the wrong path, for he is shown and implied that he is constantly fighting at school and disrupting class. At the time of the film, when Trey gets into a fight at school, this is his last strike because his mother made him sign a contract that states if he acts up again in school, he will be living with his father.
I, Trey Styles, being of sound mind and body, agree not to get into any disputes, whether physical or verbal, for the rest of the school year. If I do not conform to this agreement, I will go to live with my father, Mr. Furious Styles. Signed, oh now, who wrote this? Trey Styles.
The film gives us two reasons behind Trey's insubordination. The first reason is given late into the movie when Furious and the mother are having dinner together, and Furious states that she spoils him, and it is evident that he was somewhat of becoming a mama's boy, which is nothing wrong with, but there is a thick line between honoring your mother and then worshiping your mother. The second reason is when Trey is being dropped off by his father and his mother states,
I just don't want to see you end up dead or in jail or drunk standing in front of one of these liquor stores. Can you understand that? Look at me. I'm serious. I love you. You're my only son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why are you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. It's your job.
this is something fundamental. In society today, especially in the so-called black community, there is this idea being pushed that the woman is both mother and father. But in reality, the roles of the sexes and the role of the father are crucial in raising a child, especially a son. I understand that some single-parent mothers are not in situations where they have a baby father who is either around or focused. But even as a single-parent mother, when she knows her role and knows her limitations, she does a much better job than those proud and spiteful mothers who believe in their own hearts that they can do a job of a man better than a man. When Trey moved with his father, Furious, immediately establishes order into Trey's life by asking him to rake the leaves. Later on that day, Furious explained his role as the son.
All right, Trey. I gotta lay down the rules of the house. It's the same thing as weekends, you remember? All right, then what are they?
Clean the bathroom, sink, floor, and tub. I gotta clean that tub?
Yeah.
Clean my room, water the lawn. Dad, can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to do around here?
I don't have to do nothing around here except for pay the bills, put food on the table, and put clothes on your back. You understand?
I don't have to pay no bills.
You know, Trey, you may think I'm being hard on you right now, but I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm trying to teach you how to be responsible. It's like your little friends across the street, they don't have anybody to show them how to do that. They don't. You're gonna see how they end up, too.
In the next scene, we saw a teaching moment where Furious displayed another vital role of being the man, which is by being a protector. Another reason why Furious was a good example of a good father is because of the many opportunities he wanted to teach his sons. Almost every moment was an opportunity to teach, which is something parents and future parents, both mother and father, should value in their own lives. Examples was when Furious took Trey on the fishing trip.
So tell me, you a leader or a follower,
I'm a leader.
Okay then, what's the 3 rules? Break it down for me. And hey, think before you answer.
Oh, I got it. Always look a person in the eye. Do that, they'll respect you better. 2 words, to never be afraid to ask you for anything. Stealing isn't necessary. And the last one I think was to never respect anybody who doesn't respect you back. Is that right?
Yeah, you got it. What do you know about sex?
I know a little bit.
Oh yeah, what little bit is that?
I know. I take a girl, stick my thing in her, and 9 months later, a baby comes out.
You think that's it?
Basically, yeah.
Well, remember this. Any fool with a can make a baby, but only a real man can raise his children.
Another example is when Furious gave Trey a haircut and listened to Trey's made-up sex story, still giving him advice.
Man, why you sweating me? I had to use nothing. She said she was on the pill.
How many times I tell you, if a girl tells you she's on the pill, you use something anyway. Pilling will keep your from falling off. I don't understand why you insist on learning things the hard way, Trey, but you're gonna learn. Oh yeah, you're gonna learn.
An essential quality of a good parent is the moral compass aspect. Many parents, especially in the hood, would justify the vices in their own communities. Very often, personally, I would see parents defending their wayward children. After Ricky was killed, Furious pleaded with Trey not to seek revenge. After Trey snuck out of the house to go and seek vengeance for Ricky and then came back, backing out of it, we see how highly disappointed Furious was in Trey.
Trey? Trey, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, you bad now, huh? You bad. You gotta shoot somebody now, huh? Well, here I am. Come on, shoot me. You bad, right? Look, I'm sorry about your friend. My heart goes out to his mother and his family, but that's their problem, Trey. You my son. You my problem. I want you to give me the gun. Oh, I see. You want to end up like little Chris in a wheelchair, huh? Right? No, you want to end up like Doughboy, huh? No? Give me the motherfucking gun, Trey. You're my only son, and I'm not gonna lose you to no bullshit, you hear? I love you, man. Go clean yourself up.
Lastly, dealing with his baby mother was more or less healthy. We see them at dinner together, where Furious respected her yet still spoke the truth. We see that Furious was not a worshiper of the feminine principle. All in all, Furious raised Trey to be a loving and compassionate friend to his friends. And we also see that Trey is on the path of becoming a good, moral, strong man. We see a noticeable difference in comparing Furious to Doughboy and Ricky's mother, Mrs. Baker. When we observe this household, already we notice that there is no father or man in the home. Mrs. Baker is an example of a stereotypical single-parent mother who does the bare minimum in raising her children. When we see her deal with Ricky, she spoils him rotten. Examples are when Ricky and Doughboy fight, immediately she caters to Ricky. Another example is when Ricky had the recruiter from USC come for dinner, she puts on her best performance compared to the ghetto fabulous attire she wore throughout the whole film. She spoils him because he is talented in football and possibly because she doesn't hate his father. As a result of openly favoring Ricky over Doughboy, Ricky lacks street smarts, book smarts, and wisdom with him already being a teenage father. We also see that Ricky rarely has to take accountability for his actions under his mother's rule, as he has a child and a baby mother living with them. I guarantee, if this was Doughboy in this situation, he would have been probably kicked out the house. When it comes to Mrs. Baker's relationship with Doughboy, we notice first that she is very abrasive towards him.
You ain't. You just like your daddy. You don't do and you never go to amount to. All you ever do around here is eat, sleep, and Look at this place. Way y'all act, y'all must think I'm the maid.
Is that it? I gotta go.
Hell no, it ain't it. It ain't it till I say it's it, damn it. Cigarette. Is that it? Boy, don't get smart with me, because I'll knock your in the middle of next week. And where you going anywhere, you little fat you ain't got a job.
This contempt towards him, while she spoils his brother Ricky, does cause contention between the brothers at times. The saddest part in this movie, in my opinion, is after Ricky gets killed, Doughboy brings his body home. Though Doughboy tries to comfort the family, instead they choose to blame him for Ricky's death, even though it wasn't his fault by none.
Mama! Mama!
My God, Mama! What y'all doing now? Ricky? Oh my God. Ricky? Ricky? Ricky, baby, get up. Ricky? Get up. Wake up, baby. Ricky, get up. Get up. It's all right. Get up, baby. Get up, Trey. What happened? What happened to you? Get up. Get up.
Give me the baby. Give me the baby. You don't need to be saying this.
Ricky, please wake up.
Mom.
What did you do?
It ain't my fault. What, Mom? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Oh my God, what did you do to him? What did you do? You did this! You did this! God damn you! You did it! I know you did it! You did! Yes, you did! Yes, you did! Yes, you did! Yes, you did! You did it! You did it! I told you you did it! I told you! Oh God! Oh God! Oh my God! Ricky baby! Ricky baby!
Meet me at my house in 5 minutes.
Oh my God!
Boyz n the Hood gave us a look at the effects of not having a strong father in the home to raise boys. When a strong father is in the house, a son is more likely to walk on the straight and narrow path. Compare this to having a single-parent mother who doesn't know her vital and essential role as a mother in raising a boy. In Doughboy, he became a gangster, and Ricky was the definition of a dumb jock. And in reality, we see this a lot, where many boys who come off the porch to live that thug life are products of single-parent mothers. And the only way they don't go into the gang life is if they have some type of potential in athletics. Barring injury or just not talented, the street life is usually where they end up. This is why it is essential to have a man teach a boy how to be a man. Of course, there are exceptions, but a mother, especially a single-parent mother, filled with bitterness and lack of accountability for her actions, cannot teach a boy how to be a man better than a man. This is why it is important for men watching this to be a part of their sons' lives, whether they are married or not. Until next time, peace and blessings.